Welcome to the Deliverability Deep Dive.
By Mailmodo, and we are your hosts, Jane
And Tom. Okay, let's be honest. Our inboxes are kind of crazy, right? But today we're going to flip that script and talk about making your emails work better.
I like that.
This deep dive is about reaching the right people with your emails.
Okay.
It's like spring cleaning, but for your contact list.
Yeah, spring cleaning for your contacts. I like that.
But with bigger benefits than just a tidy closet, right?
For sure. Absolutely.
So by the end of this, you'll be able to spot the warning signs of a neglected email list, learn how to clean it up, and understand why it even matters for your message to get heard, because it really does matter. We're even going to cover a slightly more technical but really important element. Yeah, the suppression list. Yeah, but don't worry. We're going to break it down so it's easy to understand and put into practice. Okay, before we get into the nitty-gritty, can you explain why this is even worth the effort?
Sure.
I mean, I get that a clean list is good, but what are the real benefits?
Well, imagine you're running a business and sending out an email for a big promotion.
Okay.
Every bounced email is a potential customer that you're not reaching.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Not only that, but internet service providers, they're always watching.
Right.
If they see too many of your emails bouncing, they might start flagging your messages as spam.
Oh.
And that's a quick way to end up in that spam folder.
Yeah, the dreaded spam folder.
Never to be seen again.
That is a scary thought.
It is scary.
So it's like your email reputation is at stake with every email you send.
Exactly.
Yeah, okay.
And it goes beyond just deliverability. A clean list also leads to better engagement.
Okay.
If you're only sending to people who actually want to hear from you, you'll see higher open rates,
Makes sense.
more clicks, and ultimately better results from your email marketing.
Okay, so it's really about making sure that your emails are getting read.
Yeah, reaching the right people and having them actually engage with your content.
Right, and not just going into the void.
Exactly. And there's also the legal side of things to consider. Regulations like GDPR and CAN spam, they have really strict rules about how you collect and use email addresses.
Yeah, you don't want to mess with that stuff.
You don't. A clean list really helps you stay on the right side of the law and avoid those hefty fines.
Okay, so better deliverability, higher engagement, and staying out of legal trouble. It sounds like a lot is riding on having a clean email list.
It really is.
But how do you even know if your list needs attention? What are those warning signs that you need to clean things up?
Well, one of the most obvious signs is if you see your open rates dropping.
Okay.
If your emails just aren't getting opened, it could mean they're not even reaching the inbox, or people just aren't interested in what you're sending.
Right. That makes sense. If no one's opening your email, something's got to be wrong. Oh,
Okay,
right.
definitely keep a close eye on your bounce rate. A high bounce rate means that a lot of your emails are bouncing back,
Yeah.
which could be a sign of outdated or invalid addresses.
Okay.
And within those bounces, hard bounces are particularly troublesome.
Hold on. Hard bounces.
And ISPs, internet service providers, they take notice of those.
Yeah.
Too many hard bounces can really damage your sender reputation
Got it.
and make it harder to get your emails delivered in the future.
So it's like a red flag that you could be a spammer.
Exactly. Every hard bounce is like a little ding on your email's reputation score.
Okay, yeah.
Enough dings and you end up in that spam folder again.
Got it. So we've got declining open rates and a high bounce rate,
Yes.
especially with lots of hard bounces, as two major warning signs. Are there any other red flags that we should be looking out for?
For sure. Another one is a spike in spam complaints.
Oh, yeah.
This means that people are actively marking your emails as junk. That's a big deal
Right.
because it sends a strong signal to email providers that your messages are unwanted.
Yeah, that's like getting a thumbs down from your audience.
It is. It's essentially a vote of no confidence in your content or sending practices.
Right.
And just like hard bounces, too many spam complaints can really hurt your sender reputation and make it harder to reach your audience.
Okay, so we've identified the key warning signs. Open rates dropping, high bounce rates with those hard bounces,
Yes.
and a rise in spam complaints. If we're seeing these, it's a pretty clear sign our email list needs some serious attention.
It does.
But where do we even begin? Cleaning up an email list sounds pretty daunting.
It can seem overwhelming, but it doesn't have to be. We can break down the process into manageable steps. We can start with some practical tips for keeping your list clean and healthy.
Okay, so let's talk about those practical tips for keeping our email list squeaky clean.
Yeah.
What are some actionable things we can do to start cleaning up our act?
The first step is to deal with those inactive subscribers. You know, the ones who haven't opened your emails in ages. But before you go on a deleting spree, There's a smarter approach.
Oh, okay. I'm all ears.
Yeah.
What's the smarter way?
It's called segmentation. Remember, we discussed segmentation in the last chapter. That was based on behavior, demographic, or psychographic data. The one we are talking about right now is more about segmentation based on engagement with emails.
Okay.
Instead of treating your whole list as one big group, you divide it into smaller groups based on how engaged they are. So you might have a group for your super active subscribers, another for those who haven't opened an email in a few months, and so on.
Okay. So it's like sorting your laundry before you wash it. You've got your whites, your darks, your delicates.
Exactly. And once you've segmented your list, you can target those inactive subscribers with what's called a re-engagement campaign.
Okay.
It could be a series of emails offering some exclusive content, special discounts, or even just a simple, hey, we miss you message.
Right. It's like giving them a chance to opt back in before you say goodbye.
Exactly.
I like that. What if they still don't bite, though?
If they stay silent, it's probably safe to remove them from your list. It might seem weird to make your list smaller,
Yeah.
but a smaller list of people who actually engage with your content is way more valuable than a huge list full of people who are just ignoring your emails.
Makes sense. Quality over quantity.
Exactly.
So segment our list, run a re-engagement campaign, and then say goodbye to those who are still MIA. That's step one. What else can we do to keep our list in tip-top shape?
Regular list cleaning is key. It's like brushing your teeth. You don't have to do it every day, but if you neglect it for too long.
Yeah, things get pretty nasty.
Exactly. Try to clean your list every 6 months or so.
Okay.
This means getting rid of obvious typos, invalid addresses, and duplicate entries.
Oh.
And a lot of email marketing platforms actually have tools to help you automate this process.
Right. Automation is our friend.
Okay.
Okay. Regular list cleaning. Check. Any other email hygiene habits we should be adopting?
This one might sound a little counterintuitive, but it's super important. Make your unsubscribe link really easy to find.
Wait, really? You want people to unsubscribe? That seems kind of backward.
I know, it sounds strange. But trust me, a clear unsubscribe link is actually a good thing for a few reasons.
Okay.
First, it respects your subscribers' preferences. If they really don't want to hear from you anymore, making it hard to unsubscribe just frustrates them.
Right.
And they might even mark your emails as spam out of spite.
That makes sense. Better to let them go peacefully than have them potentially hurt your reputation.
Right. Plus, it helps you comply with all those email regulations, like GDPR, which require you to provide an easy way for people to opt out.
Okay.
And finally, it can actually improve the quality of your list overall. When you make it easy for people who aren't interested to unsubscribe, you're left with a more engaged audience.
Okay, so it's all about quality, not just quantity.
Exactly.
I'm starting to see why that's a good strategy. What about typos? I know I've mistyped my email address more than once.
Typos happen to everyone, but they can really mess up your email list. Even one little typo can cause an email to bounce and hurt your sender reputation. Always double check those addresses before you hit send.
Yeah, especially when you're dealing with a large list. Is there any way to, automate that typo catching?
Absolutely. There are some really great tools that can be like spell checkers for your email addresses. They'll automatically identify and fix common typos and formatting errors.
Amazing.
Some email platforms even have this built in.
Oh, that's amazing.
Some
Okay, that saves a ton of time. So we've got removing inactive subscribers, regular cleaning, that clear unsubscribe link, and catching those typos. What other pro tips do you have?
Let's talk about email verification services.
Okay.
These are third-party tools that can help you make sure the email addresses on your list are actually real.
So they can tell you if an address is legit or if someone just made it up.
Exactly. They check for things like bad domains, addresses that are known spam traps, and even those temporary email addresses that people use sometimes.
Wow, that's pretty impressive, especially if you're starting a brand new list or you haven't cleaned your list in a while. These services seem super helpful, but are they worth the cost?
They can be, especially if you're serious about your email marketing. Think of it as insurance. You're protecting your efforts.
Okay.
By verifying those addresses, you're cutting down the chances of bounces, spam complaints, and just wasting time and money.
Right, so it's like investing in a good pair of running shoes.
Exactly.
It might cost a bit up front, but it can save you a lot of pain in the long run.
Precisely. Now, let's talk about another strategy that might sound a bit intense, but it's actually super useful. Setting a sunset policy.
A sunset policy. Okay, you've got my attention. What is that?
A sunset policy is basically a set of rules for when to remove inactive subscribers.
Okay.
It's all about having clear boundaries for your list. For example, you might decide that if someone hasn't opened your email in 6 months, they're automatically off the list.
So it's like a gentle push to either re-engage or say goodbye.
Exactly. It might seem weird to take people off your list, but a sunset
Yeah.
policy actually boosts your engagement rates and helps your sender reputation. You're making sure your emails are going to people who are actually interested.
Right.
And by removing inactive subscribers, you're less likely to get bounces and spam complaints,
Got it.
which helps keep your sender reputation in good standing.
I like this idea. A sunset policy is like pruning a garden, getting rid of the dead stuff to help the healthy plants thrive.
That's a great way to think about it.
Okay, so we've talked about removing inactive subscribers, regular cleaning, making unsubscribing easy, catching typos, verifying emails, and implementing a sunset policy. What else is there?
Let's talk about double opt-in.
Okay, I've heard of double opt-in, but to be honest, I'm not quite sure what it means. Can you explain it?
Of course, double opt-in is a two-step process to confirm that someone really wants to be on your list.
Okay.
So when someone signs up for your emails, you send them a confirmation email with a link they need to click to actually verify their subscription.
So it's like an extra check to make sure they're serious.
Exactly. It might seem like it's creating an extra hurdle for people to sign up, but studies actually show that double opt-in leads to higher engagement and fewer unsubscribes in the long run.
Interesting. So you're basically filtering out the people who aren't really interested in attracting a more dedicated audience?
Exactly. And it helps you fight those pesky bots.
Wait, bots? Like robots signing up for my emails? What's that about?
It happens more than you'd think. Bots are programs that can sign up for your list without you even knowing,
And why is that bad?
because they make your numbers look bigger than they really are.
Oh, okay.
And they don't open or click your emails, so your rates go down. And some bots are even designed to mark your emails as spam, which can wreck your reputation.
Wow, that's sneaky. How do we protect ourselves from those bots?
Double opt-in is a great first step. Most bots can't complete that extra step. And there are tools and techniques for identifying and removing those bot subscribers.
Okay.
Some email platforms even have built-in features for that, and there are special services that focus on bot detection.
So it's like having a bouncer at the door keeping out the riffraff.
Exactly. Speaking of bouncers, we need to talk about another tool for a clean and healthy email list: the suppression list.
Okay, the suppression list. What's that all about?
The suppression list is like your email's VIP list, but in reverse. It's a list of the people you definitely don't want to email.
Okay.
This includes people who have unsubscribed, addresses that have bounced, and anyone else you want to exclude.
So it's like a do not contact list for your email marketing.
That's a great way to put it. And it's really important for protecting your sender reputation.
Okay. I see.
If you keep sending emails to people who have unsubscribed or whose addresses bounce, email providers will think you're a spammer.
Right.
And that can damage your ability to reach anyone.
Yeah, that's not good. But how do you actually manage this list? It seems like a lot of work.
It's not bad. Most platforms have built-in tools that take care of it automatically.
So it's like this suppression list is our email bodyguard, keeping the wrong people out. But how does it work in real life?
It's actually really simple. Most email platforms do the work for you automatically.
Okay.
When someone unsubscribes, their address goes straight to that suppression list.
Got it.
No more emails to them. Same with those hard bounces, those bad addresses. The platform recognizes them and puts them on the list.
Well, that's good. So we don't have to do all that manually.
No, not for those ones. But there's a little manual work for those inactive subscribers who haven't unsubscribed but also haven't really been opening our emails.
Right, the ones we might sunset.
Exactly. You got to decide on your sunset policy, like how long you'll wait before someone's considered inactive and goes to the suppression list.
Okay.
Once you've got that figured out, you can use your platform's segmentation tools to find those inactive subscribers and add them to the list yourself.
So it's a mix of automation and a bit of hands-on work.
Yep, pretty much.
Okay, that makes sense. Anything else we need to know about the suppression list?
Yeah, it's not a one and done thing. You need to check it and update it every so often to make sure it's accurate. Like if someone unsubscribed, but then they contact you wanting back on the list, you'll have to remove them from the suppression list manually.
Ah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
So it's always evolving.
Yeah, it's like a living document.
Got it. Okay, I think we've covered a lot about keeping our email lists clean, from the big picture benefits to practical tips and even this behind the scenes stuff like this suppression list. What are the main things you hope people listening will remember?
Well, the most important thing is that a clean email list isn't just about being tidy. It's about respect, effectiveness, and building real relationships with your audience. When you keep your list clean, you're showing your subscribers you care about their time and their inbox, and that builds trust.
Right. It's like the difference between a huge, noisy party where you can't even hear yourself think
Yeah.
and a smaller gathering where you can actually connect
That's a
with people.
great analogy. And a clean email list just works better, plain and simple.
Right.
We'll get more opens, more clicks,
Right.
and ultimately get more from your email marketing effort.
So it's a win-win for everyone. You get to reach a more engaged audience.
Exactly.
And the people on your list actually get content they want to read.
For sure.
But before we wrap up, I'm curious, you've obviously spent a lot of time thinking about email marketing. What are some things that you hate seeing in emails? Like what makes you hit that unsubscribe button?
Oh man, one of my biggest pet peeves is when a brand sends me something completely irrelevant.
Yeah, I hate that.
It's like they don't even know who I
Total
am.
spam. What else drives you crazy?
Oh, those giant walls of text. Give me some formatting, bullet points, maybe some visuals, make it easy to read.
Totally. Those huge blocks of text are so overwhelming.
Right. It's like, nope, I'm out.
I feel like more brands could be a little more personal too.
Oh, for sure.
It's nice when a company uses your name or remembers what you bought before or just writes in a friendly tone that feels real.
Exactly. It makes such a difference. It's like getting a handwritten note versus a generic form letter.
Right. That personal touch is so important.
The best email marketers get that. They use email to connect with people.
That's a great point to finish on. It's about treating our subscribers like real people, giving them something valuable, not just bombarding them with sales pitches.
Absolutely. And you might even start to enjoy email marketing more yourself.
Well, that's it for our deep dive into cleaning up your email act and best practices. We hope you found it helpful.
It's never too late to start cleaning up your list.
Your subscribers and your business will be glad you did. Until next time, happy emailing.